Back. So our today topic is descriptive research design. The outline of this chapter are introduction to descriptive research, and then we will discuss some steps in descriptive research. After that, we will discuss the survey studies, that what is survey, types of survey studies, and then there is interrelationship studies as well. In this, we will discuss case study, casual comparative study, and corre- correlation studies. After that, development studies. In this, there is growth study, trend projection study, and after that, we will discuss planning cycle and descriptive research and concluding remarks as well. So let's start. Now, what is the definition after that? The characteristics and application of the descriptive research, that method, example, and advantages. So, what is descriptive research? Descriptive research is a type of research that describes a population, situation, or phenomena that is being studied. So, it focuses on answering the how, what, when, and where question if a problem rather than why. That we find the problem, that how the problem happened, and what was the causes, or what is this problem, and then when, like what is the history, what are the cause, what are the uh, main point, and where, like define the place, or define the time. These are, if there is a problem, then we will ask these questions rather than why, because it has some cause and effect, so it will happen. That's why we exclude the why. There is some steps in descriptive research, like according to Van Dalen, the following steps may be taken by the investigator to carry out a good research. The first is examine their problematic situation. After that, state their hypothesis and list the assumption upon with their hypothesis, and then select appropriate subject and source material. After that, we select and construct techniques for collecting the data. We means the researcher select the construct or techniques for collecting the data. After that, they classify. Researcher classify the data that are unambiguous, appropriate for the purpose, and then validate the data gathering techniques. After that, making discriminating objectives observation, and then they describe, analyze, and interpret their finding in clear and precise terms. This is what are the steps in descriptive research. Any researcher follow these steps for the descriptive research. Now, there are some types of descriptive research. The first is survey study, the second is interrelationship study, and the third is developmental studies. Now, what is survey research design? In this survey, should be two types, like Likert scale. In this, they uh, find the answer, like is this good or excellent or fair or poor. So they have different types of surveys. Like a survey is a research method used for collecting the data from a predefined group of respondents to gain information and insight into various topic of interest. So they have strongly agree, disagree, or very strongly disagree. Now, there are types of survey studies. Uh, there are different types of survey studies, like a school survey, public opinion survey, community survey, documentary analysis, job analysis, and follow-up studies. So these are the different types of the survey study. Through this, any researcher can easily find their answer. Now, what is school survey? A school survey was started in the beginning of this century by educationists in the United States. So, school survey cover the following aspects of the school system. They have aim, outcome, pupil achievement, curriculum, method, and instructional aids. After that, the administrative problem procedures of the school, and then they have financial policies, staff and personal, pupil transportation, and school plant. Now there is purpose of school survey, like the data for a school survey were collected through observation, questionnaires, interviews, standardized tests, scorecards, rating scales, and other data gathering techniques. So analysis of such information enable the educationist to make a recommendation on the basis of which planner can improve administrative, instructional, financial, curricular practices in the educational institutions. So they have types of survey, school survey like outside expert survey, the self survey, and the cooperative survey. These are the school surveys. Now there is public opinion survey, the next type. In this, an educational planner can conduct public opinion survey to find out how people feel about certain issue related to education. So data for public opinion survey is usually gathered through questionnaire or interviews. Now there's community survey, like close relationship exists between educational sector and the community. Educator often collect the data about local setting and particular aspects of life in time. Now we have documentary analysis. Like documentary analysis is also called content analysis or informational analysis. It is similar to historical research, and both methods require examination of existing record, but historical research is related with the distant past, while documentary analysis as a type of descriptive research is concerned with the present. Now the other type is documentary source of data. The documentary source of data are listed below, like official record and reports. The second is printed forms like newspapers. The third is textbook, uh, books, reference books, magazines, newspaper, bulletins, letters, autobiographies, diaries, pictures, films, and cartoons are all these the documentary sources. Now, what are the job analysis? Like in this type of research, data is often gathered about the general duties and responsibility of worker and their specific activities, their status in relationship with the administration of the organization, their working condition, and the nature and type of the facilities available to them. If there is a follow-up study, the follow-up study investigates individuals who leave an institution after completing a program or a course of study. So the study aim is discerning what has happened to them and what impact the program or situation had on them. Now there is internet relationship studies. In this we will discuss the case studies, casual comparative studies, and correlation studies. What is case study? A case study is a research methodology that is commonly used in social sciences. A case study is a research strategy and an empirical inquiry that investigate a phenomena within its real life context. So case studies are based on an in-depth investigation of a single individual, group, or even to explore the causes of underlying principle. The next is casual comparative research. In this, they determine the cause of existing differences. Like the reality of the study show that vegetarians are healthier than the meat eater, and the answer the second person said that those vegetarians were in better shape to begin with. So this is a casual comparative research between the two people, like one is the vegetarian and the second is meat eater. Now there is scheduled comparative studies. In this, it is a quantitative research to determine the cause and consequences of differences that already exist between or among group of individuals. Now there is correlation study, a correlational research design measure a relationship between two variables without the researcher controlling either of them. So there is positive correlation, like both variables change in the same direction is a positive correlation. As a height increases, weight also increases. Like height is one variable and the other variable is weight. So both increases are they have positive correlation. The next is a negative correlation. Like the variable change in opposite direction. It like decreases as coffee consumption increases. Tiredness decreases. So they have the negative correlation. One is increases, the other is decreases. Now the third one is zero correlation, like there is no relationship between the variable. Like coffee consumption is not correlated with height. If coffee consumption increase, the height doesn't affect, or if coffee consumption decrease, the height doesn't affect the consumption, or the coffee consumption increase or decrease have no correlation with the height. Developmental studies. Here we have two studies, like growth study and trend projection studies. Planning a cycle and descriptive research, like there are some steps. Diagnosis are to assess the present state of educational development, then they identify the factor responsible for the present situation. After that, there is formulation of the policy, and at the formulation of policy stage, we can use document analysis to scrutinize previous policies, plans, and other relevant document, so they can easily formulate the policy. At the stages of assessment of future needs, costing of need and target settings. So there is feasibility testing, plan evaluation, and plan implementation.